All right, we are back to Silent Hill 4. We've got a
Me too,
special guest here to
Ooh, I'm a
make
special
a
guest.
Emphasis on special.
very
Emphasis
special
on
boy.
guest, surely.
He's making when during the Silent Hill 3 playthrough, we were trash talking. We started some beef.
I think
raw
we're
beef.
being harsh on ourselves.
So I actually didn't.
I think we were just reporting the
I
news.
actually didn't listen to.
Oh,
or
we said the
hear
same thing we
beef.
told you at the dinner.
We didn't say anything we wouldn't say to your dumb face.
I'm like genuinely almost curious to listen to like how you phrased it, but I will.
Well, shall we
get
go?
ahead of-
Should we go to the tape, or
I don't know
do you
if-
want to
it's
just
up
get
to
ahead
you.
of the
It's too
story?
It's up
long.
to you if you want to do more of a reaction thing, or if
well,
I
I
can
want
just
you.
give
I want you
my
to tell your side of the
perspective.
story. We won't
Sure.
say it. I want
would
you to
love
explain
to give
what
my
happened.
side of the
Sure.
story. How do I begin?
Well, in the
Um,
beginning there was
In
nothing.
the beginning, there was nothing,
And then God looked
said,
down.
Yes. We were at this lovely little establishment that sold food, specifically garlic bread, very cheesy bread in general, plates of bread.
I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt. I don't want to be that guy. That's specifically what they sold.
They
Okay.
specifically, yeah. I mean, they sold you that,
Sure.
and it was not.
I ordered.
Yeah,
listen,
because you have an eating
Okay.
disorder, you
This
ordered
is-
a cup of soup and bread.
This is that
Thanks
was
for the
so
sub,
okay. Here's the
Uncle.
thing. This was we had gotten back from watching Everything Everywhere, which I loved. We had driven back. We found this place.
What'd you give Everything Ever? Probably 4 stars out of 5.
No, it was brilliant. I love it. 10 out of 10. A great movie.
Mhm.
So we stopped at. I was feeling kind of sick in the car for some reason, like kind of like headachy. I don't know if it was just because I hadn't eaten or something.
An
I don't know.
existential experience.
Maybe the movie had a part of it, but I was
Or you
definitely,
were
like, a
on
bit-
your Menzies.
It could have been on my Menzies. Anyway, in the car, we stop at this place. I haven't had it before ever. This is my very first experience ever with this place. And my roommates have. Adam's been here before. He likes it. He recommends it. I'm like, great. So I ordered something that like I didn't want to eat anything heavy. So I ordered chicken broth. Sorry, not chicken broth. It was a bone broth.
Bone broth.
It was bone broth
In a cup.
soup. I didn't expect it to come in a cup. I expected a bowl, but that's fine. A cup is a cup. And some garlic bread, some garlic cheesy bread with some like pesto-ish garlic bread, right? And it was fine. Like the broth was, it wasn't like the best broth ever. It wasn't like amazing or anything. It was.
Would you describe it as underseasoned?
It was underseasoned.
Fair enough.
That's exactly how I described it before anything happened. I just said, this broth could use some seasoning.
And you know what? Nobody was mad when you said that.
No one was mad. It was
That was fine.
opinion that was totally valid to have.
Legitimate, valid observation and opinion.
A slightly, perhaps less vocalized opinion at the time that I had was that the garlic/cheesy bread was too cheesy and not garlicky enough. I couldn't taste the garlic, but it was fine. It was like bread, right? Like it's fine, but it's just cheesy and I want something a bit lighter. It's fine. It's fine. I ordered it. I ate it. It was fine. I had a good time, right? We were talking about the movie.
End of story. Anyway, thanks for coming by.
we
Vixel.
were talking about the film that we had watched. We were all having a good time. And then I witnessed out of the corner of my eye, just on the board in the back, it said, free brownie, just like leave a review. I'm like, great. Sounds good to me. So obviously I'm like, all right. Now at this point, it's important for me to explain my philosophy about leaving reviews for places in general. Okay.
I hate that he's looking at me while he's saying all
well,
of this.
it's important.
I hate that he looks at you.
Thank you.
So in my opinion, because I don't leave reviews for anything. I don't leave reviews for like Uber drivers, for Uber Eats orders, for restaurants. I don't leave reviews for
a third
movies.
kind of Uber.
I don't leave reviews for anything.
This is your first review.
right? This was my first and there's a reason for that.
Your
because,
Honor, I object. You reviewed a restaurant in
Hold on.
France.
Oh.
I looked at your profile. There was a restaurant in
When was
France that
this?
you reviewed.
It must have been many
Objection
years ago.
sustained.
Alright.
It was 3 years ago.
Sustained.
let me clarify further. I was saying this as a blanket statement. It's not true. I have reviewed things, but let me explain why I review things. If I review something, it's either because it was so terrible that I need to prevent other people from knowing about it and share my terrible experience. For example, Air Canada fucked my itinerary recently, and I had to stay in Toronto overnight despite a 2-hour layover.
Delta Airlines fucked my wife recently.
There you go.
Thank you for the gift subs, Bong
So-
Waterbend.
Thank you.
Thank you for the gift subs. So that's a situation where I would give a 1-star review, or perhaps a 0-star if that was an option, to be like, listen, this was a terrible experience, don't do it. Or the food here was terrible, I got food poisoning, don't do it. Or if I have such familiarity and love for the place that I'm visiting that I feel like this place has earned my respect, my 5 out of 5. Now, the France thing, I don't know what I reviewed, whatever, some restaurant. Maybe it was just the novelty of like, I'm in France. I don't want to leave a review.
Acting like he doesn't even know what it was. The one other
I'll see if I can
review he's
find
ever
it.
left in his fucking life. Like, oh, I guess it was a restaurant or something.
Probably some fancy restaurant that I went to. I was like, this is good. I don't. What was? Do you remember the rating? Did I give it a 5 stars?
I think you gave it a 5-star, but I'll check.
Interesting.
All right.
Very interesting. Must have been a hell of a restaurant.
So here's my philosophy about reviews in general. If I am an establishment owner, if I'm someone who is like an Uber driver or, just trying to make it in the biz, right?
Mhm.
Engagement in the form of reviews is my lifeblood. It is the thing that I want more than anything. I want people to engage with my product, with my content, with my service, so that it signal boosts me over everybody else. Because when you look at a review, when you check out a restaurant, you're not just going to go for a random 5-star restaurant. It has to have like hundreds of reviews, thousands of reviews. That'd be a 5-star restaurant. That's how you know, okay, this place is legit because a lot of people have been here, right? So,
Exhibit A.
okay, where is it? Is it friendly staff, fast service, great food? All right, I must have really liked the place. I must have absolutely loved this place for me to have left this review.
Let the record recognize that Exhibit A was entered into evidence.
No objection. All right. So
Thank
they
you,
asked me for
anonymous
this review,
gifter.
right? This is my first ever interaction with this place, and so far, what have I gotten? A kind of dingy bathroom that I went because I went to wash my hands. It was kind of like, whoa, all right, but it wasn't super clean or anything. It was fine. Under seasoned broth and kind of cheesy garlic bread, which I kind of was expecting more of a garlic bread, not like a cheesy bread, right? But I'm getting a brownie, right, for it.
Could you just say that last part one more time?
I'm getting a brownie for it.
A follow-up question. Would you be leaving the review if you were not getting a brownie?
No.
Okay.
And this is important, actually. This works in my favor.
I know you think it does.
No, I think it really does, because they want me to leave a review. You understand? Like they want me to leave
Not
a
one
review.
that lowers their
that's
rating.
No,
but
that's not true. That's not true. I disagree. I
No?
said if I am a restaurateur or service provider, engagement is my lifeblood. It doesn't have to be positive engagement. I just need one more number next to that star rating to say that people visit here and people engage with my product. That's what adds legitimacy and credence to my business, right? That's how I see it. Not just that, but I left a positive review. I left a 4 out of 5 star review for a place that I would have, if really pressed, given a 3 stars at that point in time.
Who can let let the record reflect that.
Thank you, Bongwater Ben.
Wow, Bongwater Ben. Let the record reflect that when he said, if really pressed, I would have given a 3-star review, he put his hand on my leg for emphasis.
And started scritching.
Let the record show.
Emphasis is
He's
important.
trying to tamper with a witness.
Witness tamper, leading the witness.
Wow.
Wow.
Gilding the lily.
Stretching the ham.
That's the word.
So, a 4-star review for me, not only is it generous, but I did something which I don't normally do as well, which is I actually entered a text blurb.
You did.
Usually, if I'm going to leave a 4-star review or a 1-star review or whatever, I'll just like leave the star and be like, fuck these people. Right? But I actually entered like, hey, the staff are friendly.
Even though if we're going on precedent, the one other review you've ever left, you also left a text review.
Ignore that.
Okay.
Because that was many years ago. We live in a different climate.
Person now.
I'm a different person now.
For the record, 100% of the reviews you've left have had a text blurb.
That's actually not true, because despite the fact that I said I don't leave reviews for anything, I actually do. I want to say, like, I haven't committed perjury or anything. I'm just using that as a.
We'll see about that.
I'm using that as a kind of a way to set up my case here, because I do leave reviews sometimes. I do leave like 1-star reviews or 5-star reviews, like I said. Otherwise, my whole claim would be false, right?
Sure.
I have left 1-star reviews for cabs and shit, and sometimes I'll do it, and I won't say anything. I won't enter anything. I just like, this was a 1-star review.
Cabs and shit.
Yeah. So a 4-star review, in my opinion, great, right? And I even typed like, hey, this staff are friendly, and it's a nice place. And then, and I'm like, all right, here's your review, and I like show her that I give a review. And I was like, all right, time for the brownie, because that was the deal.
What
right?
did
It is a transaction.
What did she say?
she said, in the most surprising twist of events, I guess, why did you remove a star?
Oh, 4 stars.
She said, why did you remove a star? As though she knew my rating system. As though my rating system starts with 5 stars out of 5 and I start deducting points.
I would like to interject here.
I
Go
insist.
ahead.
Your entire defense is you defending why your rating for the restaurant is what you feel to be 4 stars. I don't think I could disagree with that, especially given my stances on films
how you
and my
do
rating
ratings,
system.
right? You don't start
What
with
I'm
a 10.
What I'm saying is, you're not like a restaurant critic, and it's for a free brownie.
That's the thing.
It's not relevant. Like it's a strange principle
Exactly.
to hold for someone
this is
who's not
important.
doing this professionally.
No, it's
You don't have a review reputation
that
to
I am
uphold.
that I am not a restaurant critic works in my favor here, because if I were a restaurant critic, what I would have done if I had done the same thing, it would be objectively worse, right? Because I am leaving not only a dishonest review, but I'm I would have more of a system and a credibility and a platform that people would be adhering to. This is just some random schmuck. If I'm as a random schmuck can't exercise my individuality and say this is what I genuinely believe to be the case with regards to this restaurant, then why leave a review at all, right? It's
for the free brownie.
forget about the brownie for now. We'll get to the brownie. I promise we'll get to the brownie.
Your Honor, he touched me again twice.
I promise.
Twice he touched me.
I promise we'll get to the brownie. All right. So, she asks, "Why did you remove a star?" As though I started with a 5-star rating and deducted points.
Yes,
As though-
because she works there.
She acted as though she is a human being who lives in society and understands the social contract under which this review should be being left.
Your
no,
Honor,
no, no.
Gael's trying to say the N-word.
He said it. Your Honor, I heard him. He said it outside.
There is no such social contract. I refuse to believe that we live in a world where the ratings on Google.
No, Adam, he didn't say the N-word. He said brownie. It's different.
Wow.
I think there was a fucking Darman video where.
Darman callback.
There you go. So I leave what I consider to be a glowing review for a place that I just experienced for the first. It's not like I have been to this place multiple times, have tried everything on the menu, and am now leaving them a 5-star review or a 4-star review.
It's like leaving a review without watching the whole movie.
It's like an impression. It's not
It's
even
more of an impression than a
It's more
review.
of an impression than a review.
I don't disagree with how you
Great.
feel about the restaurant and how your experience of the restaurant could translate to 4 stars in your head. I don't disagree with that at all.
But you think I should have left 5 stars because I was getting a brownie?
Yeah.
It's not like she was giving me like a fucking AAA sirloin steak.
How was the brownie?
Okay.
Oh, we're getting there. That is a very important
All right.
part of the case.
The brownie was, hand on heart, without a hint of irony, the best brownie I've ever had in my life.
Interesting.
Thank you, Laser.
However, I can say that. I can say that honestly. I can't pretend like, oh, it was like fun. Listen, in my head, I was gonna get a fucking little brownie plastic wrapped in saran wrap and like plastic wrap, just fucking hand it to me like a piece of fudge, and I just stuff it in my stupid face. All right?
Your preconceived notions are disgusting. That is
You know-
the restaurant version of racism.
You know you can go back and edit your review after to say you had the best
No, I'm
brownie
not
in
going
your
to edit
life.
it out of
No,
principle.
Out of principle.
The next time I go there, I will give them a better review if I try something else and decide this is amazing with the brownie, and I will mention the brownie. Because my review of restaurant is not just based on the food. It was still the dingy bathroom, the rude staff. What's up with that?
Let the record reflect that the staff was very nice.
You should have written that in your review and showed it to the server before the brownie.
Much-
If you're going to hold to your principles, you should have wrote.
No, but that's the
down
thing is
dingy
that's
bathroom.
me fulfilling
for the
part
brownie.
of this social contract is me omitting the things that I, turning a blind eye
Oh,
to
so
things
you're,
I thought
you're
were.
okay with,
Interesting.
changing your review
You
a
can
little
change
for the
some.
brownie of it.
It's
Just this.
That's what I feel like I did my part. I feel like I didn't do anything
Okay.
wrong. I just left an honest review. I didn't say like, oh, this place. I didn't like mention all of the things that I thought were bad about the place. right? I didn't mention that until pressed. I didn't mention that the broth was under-seasoned, and I wouldn't have. And that's what they want to know. They want precisely that kind of feedback so they can fix and improve their business. I am doing it. It's a win-win. I'm getting a brownie. They're getting feedback.
You're kind of a hero in this scenario.
I am very much the hero.
I see. A question. Go ahead.
The awkwardness was added to the fact that
he almost touched me again.
I was surrounded by peers as well. It's not like she pulled me to the side. She's like
a jury of your peers.
A jury of my peers.
Will.
Adam Scoot was there. I don't remember if Sickup was there or not, but
he wasn't. How do you not remember
this? It was 4 years ago.
It wasn't very long ago.
Adam's whole family, his parents, his cousin, everyone's there. Like, we're having a good time, and then suddenly I feel like I'm fucking like Larry David. Just like, what's going on here? I have to suddenly oh, well, the broth was under-seasoned. And she's like, why do I have to have this conversation now? Give me the fucking brownie. I give you a 4-star review. Like, what?
A quick question about 2 bites into the brownie, which I would describe as slightly crunchy on the outside, beautifully chewy on the inside, handmade vanilla ice cream on the side, and a little swirl of raspberry sauce. What did you say about the brownie about 2 bites in?
I think I said it was decadent.
I believe your words were, "This is a 5-star brownie."
Oh, yes. No, it was a 5-star brownie. This doesn't contradict anything. It was a 5-star brownie, but I am not, it's not leave a review for the brownie, it's leave a review for the entire establishment, of which I've experienced only a limited sliver, some of it great and some of it not amazing. Next time I'll be there, and as I continue exposing myself to this place, I'll have better and more accurate feedback, and perhaps leave a higher review in future.
Second follow-up question. Did the writing on the chalkboard on the wall, which also listed the specials, say, hey, lower our overall rating for a free brownie?
No, but it also didn't say leave a 5-star review, which it could have easily said, and I would have complied. If it said on the board, leave a 5-star review and get a brownie, I would have put a 5-star review.
Would you have complied in 1939 Germany?
No comment. I feel like
you seem to like the rules.
Leading question, Your Honor. Hello?
You're on overruled or sustained?
Objection, leading.
Overruled for the defense, sustained for the prosecution.
So it has to. You're trying to. It goes to the state of mind of the accused.
Yes.
Is that what's going
speaks
on here?
Speaks to the accused state of mind.
Brilliant. Anyway, that's the story. I hope you guys understand my perspective. I feel I have been wronged here for being publicly shamed for what I consider to be a noble and principled stance.
Do you feel that you've been unfairly
values.
Maligned?
Very much so. In fact, I might countersue for damages.
Interesting.
Yes.
Thank you, Bongwater, for all the gifts. Oh, you know what's really funny, Laser? Sorry, Laser just sent me this image. You know what's really fun is I thought that I would have the stream set up before Gael got in my room, and he got in here, and I still had to do the full screen borderless window thing again. It didn't save it from last time, so there was a few minutes. And the way Gael sat down in the chair was very, very like Joker-esque.
It was.
He was good.
You were like, I have some things to say about society in a few minutes.
You were fixing to shoot Robert De Niro in the head.
I didn't even notice how I sat down, so I'm glad you did.
Okay.
I sat down how I would describe as normally.
Okay.
You'll notice he said normally and not non-jokery. Joker is his default.
I don't know what Joker sitting down looks like, so I'm not going. I didn't see that film.
Okay.
Maybe sit down in front of a mirror sometime.
Also, spoiler
might
alert.
answer your question.
I might do that.
Yeah, I'm doing Joker spoilers, by the way, guys. Get comfortable,
Yeah,
okay?
if you've been on the internet, you've seen Joker spoilers.
We're doing Joker spoilers today. Any follow-up questions in the chat?
Here come the bangers.
Or okay, first of all, if someone doesn't animate both last week's and this week's discussions, that is a failure on the part of you, the viewer.
Society.
And society. Oh, interesting that you go right to society, Joker. Interesting.
Was it worth it? Of course. I do not regret anything. I do not regret sticking to my principles.
Maybe she was just curious what was wrong with the restaurant for you to remove a star.
We've discussed this.
Can you, we've talked about the counter reviews.
Oh yeah,
we talked about that last week.
That was.
Have you seen them?
You sent me a picture of Adam's review.
Have you seen mine?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Let's see it.
Oh, you sent it.
Adam's review claimed that I have brain damage, which is
I believe it said a brain injury.
okay.
Or just a bad brain. I can't remember. I don't remember the wording.
Corrected.
A
brain injury, which is very offensive.
Well, okay. Well,
I'll
hold
see
on.
what I can find here.
I would like to state for the record.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. 10 people found my review helpful.
Oh, good. Go. So now if 10 people wanted you to jump off a bridge, would you do that?
I believe 5 found my review helpful. So Adam's wording was brain injury. Brain injury.
Brain injury.
Yeah.
Noted.
I'll send you. Here's mine. Feel free to read it out loud.
Read it out loud in your voice, or should I?
Oh, you haven't
I've already read it
it.
out loud in my voice, so I would love for you to read it out
Okay.
loud in your voice.
5 stars just now. Dine in, dinner. Oh, that's good. That's okay. So a lot going on there.
A lot of details.
Everything on the menu is excellent, but I always find it difficult not to order the honey hot calabrese pizza, an absolute winner. Incidentally, we were there with our friend Gael, who was on a day pass from his group home. He got a hold of one of our phones, he isn't allowed his own, and left only a 4-star review. He has difficulty distinguishing between single-digit numbers, so take it with a grain of... This is defamatory. Take it with a grain of salt, which is how much they used to season his bone broth, if you ask him. I have marked the review as not helpful. Wow. Wow.
Your Honor, where's the lie?
Motion sustained.
I did use my own phone, you liar.
Thank you
Thanks
so much,
again,
Bong
Bong
Waterbend.
Waterbend.
Thank you for all the gifts.
If you got anything for Scoot, it's appreciated.
I'm gonna be very particular with my reviews from now on because I feel like I've just kickstarted my career as a restaurant reviewer.
Are we doing a
can you?
Kickstarter? Hey guys, we're doing a
now
Kickstarter.
People know that I am an honorable and noble reviewer who sticks to his principles. That what I say is the truth. Damn it.
Except not the entire truth, because you were fully willing to omit the underseasoned broth.
And the brownie.
So I feel like there are traces of inconsistencies.
In the future, there's nothing preventing me from learning from this experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's how trials work.
And-
You did something wrong. You learned from it by going to jail.
Yeah, well, I'm not. The only point is, I'm not learning from it by correcting the review to a 5 stars. That's not how it works. There's no correction to be made. The 4-star
Except you
review,
literally can.
No, the 4-star review is accurate. It is an accurate reflection of how I still feel about that establishment, right?
Even after the brownie?
Even with the brownie, it's more of like a 4.5 stars, but they don't give you that option.
Follow-up question: if you were to now, a question: Are you 2 questions? One followed by a follow-up.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to leave half-star reviews on Google?
Don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. Now, if in your mind it is a 4.5-star restaurant, rounded to the nearest integer, what is 4.5?
It is closer to a 4 than a 5.
That is not, Your Honor.
That's literally not true.
Nope.
I know,
You know, Matt.
I wasn't answering your question literally. I was answering the way someone
Oh.
like Adam would answer it.
What?
Like it's
Okay.
closer to a
so
6
it wasn't
than
a
an 8.
4.5.
It's a 405-ish, but closer to a 4 than a 5.
So the 4.04.
Yeah, well, you could even say
4.04. Very
you could go
specific.
4.49 even would still be closer to a 4 than a 5.
It would, but that's not what 4.5 is.
I
is
did.
it?
Well, I didn't say it was 4.5 exactly. I
You said 4.5.
I said it's more of a 4.5 than a 4.
Gael, in decimal form, what is 4.5?
I'm not getting roped into this conversation.
What is 4.5?
About star ratings?
Your Honor?
You guys can go to Sardonicast and listen to them debate that for ages. I know
thank
in
you.
my heart what, and you know what's beautiful about the rating systems in general is that at the end of the day, that establishment has around a 4.5-star review. So here's the beauty.
I believe
of
they
it.
were sitting at a 4.6 until you tanked them.
So but I think that's beautiful actually, because listen, It's not
Some
that I'm
people just
bringing.
want to watch the world burn.
It's not that I'm. It's not that I'm bringing the place down. It's not that I'm bringing the place down. It's that the aggregate, the sum aggregate of our collective experience with the place will finally
shared consciousness?
will reflect the accuracy of what it should be rated. I feel like it's a 4. You feel like it's a 5. It's somewhere between
Your Honor,
that.
when he said you feel like it's a 5, he touched my leg
It's
again.
somewhere between. Isn't that crazy? Like, we live in a society.
Okay.
And like
He said it.
our collective reviews end up reflecting, like, I don't feel like it is like a straight 4, and just like you probably don't feel like it's a straight 5, but the truth is somewhere in between, and only in the aggregate of our opinions can that truth finally be revealed
The truth
to all of us.
is somewhere in between, but if I was leaving the review for the sole reason of receiving a free, delicious brownie, I am not so detached from societal norms and conventions that I would leave them anything less than a 5-star review for their trouble of giving me a free, delicious dessert.
Well, I think that says more about you than it does about me.
I'm sure it does, but not in the way that you think.
I think it is in the way that I think.
Thank you so much for this. This is good.
Great. I'm glad.
yeah.
I'm glad we
And,
settled it.
and you know, at the end of the day, the silver lining is we've given the restaurant more promotion than if he had left a 5-star review.
They're doing gangbusters business right now.
Oh,
There
I
you have
think I think the landlord actually might be back. Hold on one second.
Scoot's such a good person. Power top vibes.
Yuck.
I am power topping Gael right now, in the legal sense.
That's what you think, but what does a jury of our peers, if they were to rate this
I
conversation?
believe we're literally reading the comments from a jury of our
let's do a
peers
poll.
right
Someone
now.
run a poll.
Someone already ran a poll whether you're innocent or guilty, and I think it was 104%
No, this was probably
guilty.
before I made my case. This was before I had. This was
Would someone care to run a post-case poll? What do you want the poll to be? What are you asking? You can word this any way you'd like.
Okay, well that's fair. I'm trying to think of how I'd word it. Perhaps it would be. Let me think. Is Gael's 4-star review? What word would you like to use? Legitimate.
Valid?
Valid. That's a good word. Is Gael's 4-star review valid?
Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, a mod who isn't me, please, please post a poll. What wording is Gael's 4-star review valid? That's what we're going with?
Yeah, I think
yes or no.
that's
There
a
we go.
fair-
Excellent with the correct spelling
That's
of Gael
fine.
as well.
I will not complain. Although if it turns out differently than I would like, I will claim that that is not me.
That's
because-
some other Gael.
all right.
Hey, thanks, Scooby Stefano. If did you change your name? You were Scuba Stefano, unless you're some sort of imposter. Have you got anything left over? Much appreciated. And thank you,
Follow me on Twitter
thank you, Beta Fasta, for paying my legal bills.
@_Vexel.
@_Vexel. And if you want to, I don't know, follow a cool Twitter let me go ahead and vote in the
Well,
poll.
I'm not getting to vote, so feels like we're tipping the scale, leaning on the scales a bit.
Who's the one? Honestly, it's not even winning by enough. Who's the almost 1/3 of people who voted yes? You guys are crazy.
No, I feel like I feel like I've made my case well. I'm proud of every yes in that column. Really am, because it feels like people are seeing that it is not as unfair as you have painted me in the light.
Fair enough.
At least a third of people agree with me.
No, that's currently incorrect. Less than a third of people agree with you.
Well-
31% of people agree with you.
Almost a third.
And even agree might be a strong word. Maybe almost a third of people feel really bad for you.
You know
Three
what?
out of
This wasn't-
10 people pity Gael.
I just want to say we didn't do a good job at this because we didn't establish the burden of proof.
Thanks, Onyx.
Whether it was like beyond a shadow of a doubt or preponderance of the evidence, which I feel like we should have.
I think
established.
we're pretty beyond a shadow of a doubt
No,
for
I feel
everything
like-
that needed to be
I
established.
feel like the burden of proof here is preponderance of the evidence. I don't think it's shadow of a doubt. It doesn't have to absolve me fully of anything. It just has to be like preponderance of the evidence. I think that Vexel acted reasonably. in this debacle.
And yeah, and that's, best case has convinced 29% of people. Less than 3 out of 10.
Well, that's just fine. I'm okay with whatever the people decide. At
Oh,
least I
whatever
know.
these people. Interesting.
You know what?
Interesting, Gael. Very interesting. I wouldn't have used that wording myself, but then
Let's just
again,
put it
I'm
this
not
way.
on trial.
Let's just put it this way: more people agree with me than there were Saddam dissenters.
That's not true.
99%, baby.
Found the song we were talking about. What song is this? Let's see. Oh yeah, no, we were aware. We played that song, the Broken Side thing. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I guess.
The poll's over.
There's a poll.
Yeah, and to be clear,
I think the phrasing on that's kind of not good because
I let Gael choose the phrasing.
I
let him choose the phrasing, and he
really
still
shot
lost.
yourself in the foot there.
How would you
71%.
How would you have phrased it?
Should Gael expect pushback for his 4-star review?
That's
I think what's ended.
That's a kinder poll for sure. But I wanted it to be just no nonsense, by the numbers.
Yeah.
Is it valid?
Thanks,
Well,
J.
I don't think I'm not arguing against whether or not your 4-star review is valid. I think it's a perfectly valid review.
Brilliant.
I think that you should expect that people will have a roast you a bit if you're getting a brownie for it. It's just kind of funny. You haven't committed a great sin. However, I do sentence you to 3 scoot kisses on the lips.
Oh no! On the lips, but the COVID.
but the COVID.
You can settle for 5 on his beardy.
Oh, I have to provide it. Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, that's fine. I can do that. Are we
Okay,
doing
hold
it?
on. We're gonna do
Okay.
do it over here.
Freshly oiled too.
I'm gonna get the cam on.
Yeah, it's nice and
It
soft.
better smell good.
Kiss cam. All
I
right.
got great news. It smells good.
Get in here, boys.
Oh, I'm wearing my C9 jersey too. We're vibing.
Sitting in
I'll show the back. Hold on.
kiss area.
I'm
The kiss zone.
I just
All
I was
right, 5 on the beard or
All
3
right.
on the lips, or both.
No, I'll do 5 on the beard here. You guys ready?
Go for the center of the beard.
As in like here?
Like
right,
here?
No, like right here.
That's not his cheek. I can't kiss that.
Wait, there has to be some skin.
There has to be
involved.
some-
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm gonna go for the cheek here. There's some beard. So here we go. 5, right? Mwah. 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 I still should have left 4.
Oh,
that
would have been.
hindsight is 2020.
Yeah. I'm gonna get anything, but. All right.
No, it's only worth 4.
The punishment has been served for the crime.
Punishment fits the crime.
If anyone would care to send me anything for my pain and suffering, link is in the chat.
Yeah. All right. So, remind to add your BRB
beard
fan
smelled
art. Well, you should
good.
link it here, and then I'll add it
Yeah.
when we're doing food break or
That's,
something. I'll keep a new tab.
That's
open.
Valhalla's gates you're smelling
Oh, good.
from
so,
the beard struggle.
Gael's going to join us for some Silent Hill 4. Have you, Gael? You haven't seen any of the Silent Hill games, right?
you were playing that. What do you call it? Her figment of the imagination character.
No, that's nothing. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's
that's all the Silent Hill I've played with you
that's
guys.
not
so-
Silent Hill,
All right.
That's that yeah.
right?
Your
Unless
key
we're
problem
talking
here
about something else.
that it's not Silent Hill.
What was it?
That was Donkey Kong Country 2.
Oh shit.
Diddy's Conquest,
Was Gael here? Oh,
which we should play actually. I guess I got to put headphones
so
on.
this man is
Cute.
Audio jack.
I need an audio
Sure, I'm gonna
jack.
plug you in.
Don't got to tell me twice, Catboy. Scooby Stefano, thank you so much.
Thank
All right.
you.
So I'll give a little
All right.
I'll give a little recap of the plot for Gael.
Yes, please.
I wake up.
I put on my
In-
makeup. I say a little prayer for you.
Nice, Aretha.
So we're in apartment 302. I woke up and there's chains from the inside. I can't get out. There's supernatural things. I can't break the windows. There's a peephole into a girl's room that I can look at. No one can hear me. And Eileen looks like she's fine. And so I go and I find a hole in my bathroom.
Gotta find a hole.
And the hole keeps getting bigger. And
Oh,
each time
it's
I
pretty
crawl
big right
through
now.
it, I get transported to another world. And every time I get first I got transported to a subway, and then I got transported to like a forest area.
First, I got transported to a Subway, then to a Quiznos, then to a Jimmy John's, I think, and then to a Firehouse Subs.
Now the transported world I'm going to is like an alternate universe version of the same apartment building. And each time I go to one of these worlds, the person that I interact with, so like just basically fucking dies and gets murdered by someone named Walter Sullivan, I think is his name.
Yeah.
And I gotta remember the controls. So yeah, I've got an axe, I've got a map. I draw my own maps.
He's a big map
And
guy.
The cartographer.
I just got the key. So 302 is my own room. I can leave myself notes under the door that I can access when I go back through the hole.
Oh, nice.
And then this is Eileen's room. I have a feeling that Walter Sullivan is going to try and kill Eileen Galvin. But so far she appears to be okay.
Just a heads up, I believe you lost another poll just now.
What was the poll?
I didn't even see it, just popped up for a second.
All right, good.
And
I like the hatchet.
yeah, it's not a bad weapon.
You a big hatchet man?
I'm a hatchet man.
ICP guy? Juggalo?
No.
I'm sorry, you can't say you're a hatchet man and then denounce ICP in the same sentence.
I.
He has the tattoo, guys.
It's mostly the music.
Oh wait,
Turns me off.
so I did this.
I'm a fan of everything about ICP except the music.
Except the music. I like the furry
Yep, I like-
aspect of it.
Violent J, best dad.
I like clowns and furry.
Yeah. Don't care for a horror.
You would think they would be
rap.
natural enemies, but no.
We found a common ground.
Uh-oh. Ghosts come out of the walls and try to kill me.
Oh, good.
I can't do anything about them.
Yeah, I mean that does tend to get you.
Super Nintendo's room.
Oh wait, the locked doors are ones that I can access now because I have a key.
Yeah, you've got some sort of skeleton
I
key,
got
don't you?
I got the janitor's keys. The
Skeleton key.
The
That was-
Super
that-
Nintendo keys. Yeah.
That was a horror movie, right? Skeleton key?
It must,
yes,
must have
it
been.
was.
Who's
I
that?
wonder who coined the term skeleton key.
Samuel Jackson?
No.
John Cusack?
No, that's
No.
Portino.
It was
Johnny Depp.
Skeleton Key
No,
had a
that's-
female protagonist.
Michelle Monaghan.
No.
Well, it's, guess what? It's research time, guys. Let's have a look.
Wait, could you have gone into Eileen's room with the skeleton key?
No.
Can you come on Eileen?
For some reason, Eileen's key is the one that's missing very conveniently. The controls are a little clunky in this game.
Kate Hudson and Peter Sarsgaard. Would have been
Okay.
a while before I got to them.
Yeah, Kate Hudson. The only memorable thing about that movie is the ending.
It turns out the key was the skeleton.
Yeah. Okay.
Noted marriage expert Johnny Depp. Poor guy.
Nothing in there. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck!
Have you guys seen the picture of the shit that
I haven't
Amber
yet.
Heard took in the bed? Chat. It's one of the most unhealthy shits I've ever seen.
The ghosts just get
Wait.
back up.
It looks like her entire diet was sticks.
Yeah, don't post poop pictures in the chat.
Don't post
but-
poop in the chat, but just do independent research, find the poop, and draw your own conclusions. Does Amber Heard have a healthy diet?
She's a party pooper.
I love the detail that it was on his side of the bed. It wasn't central in the bed. It was on Johnny's side of the bed.
Torn red paper in the pocket. Let me take it. Oops.
Adam?
Well, so this is the first Silent Hill game that has a limited inventory, so it asks you if you want to pick things up
Right.
every time you try.
But
I'm
then
so
if
used
you're,
to just
if you're clicking the
mashing.
button too fast, it defaults
Yeah,
to no.
torn red paper with nothing written on. I'll stick. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna
I like
stick
that.
it under my own.
I like that.
door.
Unlike the other game we were playing, you didn't have like 90 bullets. Like you actually like they took up space in your inventory, so you can't carry like so much ammo. Stacks of 10. That's what we're looking at.
Thanks, I'm the ham sandwich.
Is that a girl at the end?
It's, I don't know. Some kind of gross. Yeah, there's some really fucking creepy enemies in this game. There's some scary shit, honestly. It's a painting of a young man. The memo says 107. He listens to great music, but I feel sorry for him having to live under Braintree.
How about giving Braintree?
Painting of two. Sorry, let's read this one. 2 adults and a lot of children. Memo says 206. How can they even sleep with so many noisy kids? Besides that, they have to live next to Braintree. Painting of 2 adults.
Wait, so we can figure out where Braintree lives based on
Painting of a man holding a brush.
under the
202.
first one.
Self-portrait. Nurse 106. My beautiful darling. Lately, she's been bothered by a stalker.
Sorry, can you go back to the guy fucking manspreading?
The guy manspreading.
Oh, this guy?
No,
Sorry.
yeah, the
yeah.
manspreading guy.
The controls are so bad.
And thanks, Laser.
Young man 107. He listens to great music,
and that
but I
one's
feel sorry for
206,
him
which
having
means
to...
Braintree lives in 207. There's my noggin working.
Yeah.
I don't know who Braintree is, but that's a weird name for a person.
It's a city in Massachusetts, is what it is.
That sounds fake.
Before a nice sweet little couple. Painting of a woman holding a cat, 102. She loves cats too much
Let's go there.
and missed her chance to get
Also,
married.
no such thing as loving cats too much.
I
Very
kind of felt
much
sorry for
is
her while she
such a
was
thing as loving
mourning
cats too
for one of her
much.
dead
No, there isn't.
cats.
Prove it. Give me an
Thank you
example
for the
of
sub cup
loving
order.
cats
What
too
if
much.
you hugged a cat so hard it died?
Could Jesus microwave a burrito so hot that even he couldn't eat it?
So yeah,
I think God is the person you're looking. Oh,
Richard
that's
Braintree 207. Braintree, that prick, he's always yelling at kids, especially that weird one that hangs around. But he took Mike into his apartment and peeled his skin off. So he's my hero.
He's my hero. Okay.
So all of the people that have died in the other worlds by the time I go to the world and then just somebody fucking gets murdered while I'm like busy looking for shit. Every single one of them is a resident of this apartment building. And so Walter Sullivan, this like killer who died 10 years ago and is just like supernaturally killing people, is just trying to like kill people in the apartment basically.
Yeah.
Painting of a man
And
with a
each corpse, each successive corpse has a 5-digit number carved into them.
but the middle digit's actually a slash.
It's fat. It's really annoying. The first 2 digits change, and the second and the third, fourth, and fifth are always 121. And the last few have been
So it's like 11 out of 21 or whatever.
17 121 18
Yeah.
121, and
So
then
it's like it's building
we
towards
recently
a total.
discovered that the middle
one
one
is-
is a slash. And also, why he was handcuffed into only carving numerals on the people and couldn't just carve a fucking slash, unclear. But yeah, that's what we figured out. So I guess it ends with 21.
Superintendent 105. Sunderland, the superintendent, the super mistakenly thought that Mike was Rachel's lover. Must be the guy who plays video games.
Fucking
The
nerd.
memo says 205. He's always shut in his room. It looks like he has a lot of weird
He's a
interests.
furry.
I heard he tape recorded Mike getting beaten up by Richard.
He might be a furry.
Jeepers. I'm just going to look if this store's...
He did say he has weird interests.
Might be a Ralph Seppi type.
Is Ralph Seppi a furry?
Yeah, he said it.
That's true. He did say it once.
Said it publicly.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, my client is a furry. Please be lenient.
Thank you, I
He has a
guy
bad
art.
brain.
Permission to be tried as a furry.
Your Honor, permission to treat the witness as a furry.
Bad dog.
Rolls up newspaper. No.
That's nice of the ghosts not to pursue you into the apartment.
The
I mean-
ghosts are fairly polite. I'll give them that.
Yeah, the
that
Silent
one
Hill,
seems to have-
usually you go into a different part of the map where it loads something, and then they don't follow you. This is... Oh, is this an elevator? Something? Oh, boy! Ow, I'm gonna die.
Uh-oh.
Well, you've got like 1,000 health. You're fine.
Your Honor, My
Stop
client
'em.
is clearly a furry.
Oh man. I really want to see like a trial with a person wearing like fox ears and a tail.
Uh-huh.
Like
that has to have happened
you'd
once
think it
in
has
history.
to have, right?
It's for sure happened.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen of the furry. Tried by a furry of your peers.
Oh no.
Trial by
That would be a
furry.
terrible jury.
12 angry furries?
Yep.
12 straight furries. It's never happened.
It's literally never happened. I bet
I'm
you
still
could-
on the hunt for number 2.
I bet you couldn't even think of 12 straight furries if I gave you a chance.
Me in a hall of mirrors.
I certainly can't name 12 straight furries.
Me, Drew.
Oh yeah, here's the second half of the
end.
note. How do I do this again? Yeah, I gotta press that button. Put the torn red paper in the door crack now.
Ooh, is that the
Oh.
tape of Mike?
I didn't even
getting-
listen to. Did I forget to listen to the tape?
That must be the tape
Probably.
of Mike getting flayed.
Unless I just use it, but I still have it in my inventory. Well, let's go back and listen to the tape just in case. And I need to read the other half of that note. So
Enter the hole.
We couldn't find enough cats without admitted biases, Scott, so you'll have to deal with this jury of dogs. What a nightmare.
yeah, I like wake up in my bed every time. And so in my room is where I can save, and my health comes back.
Yeah.
Very slightly over time. So I can use health kits when I'm like out in the other world, but anyway, we're gonna read this note I left myself. Rachel, love you. Always watching. Window, protect you
Window.
with love, Mike.
You know,
But that's not the other.
how would the paper have to be ripped in
For
order
that,
to only read like
so
a word from every sentence and not just the first half of the
I
whole
thi-
message?
I think they said that it was bloody.
Because this
and
is that's
what
not
was-
this. Yeah, this is a different. Yeah, so the other half that's a torn one, but this is. I'm still looking for the ripped one. The scratch. Yeah, so that's different.
There's a difference between rip and torn, you're
Yeah.
saying.
Oh god.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
His bravest role.
His only important one. Oh, by the way, people listening, if you didn't get a chance, if you wanted to buy one of those like signed Blu-ray DVD games or whatever, I added 3 more because that's eBay lets you do 100 per
hundo.
month before they ask you to start paying them. So for the month of April, I realized I had a couple left, and I want to ship them all out. So search up the user Anunkindness, ANUNKINDNESS, on eBay, and you'll see listings. I'm selling some old stuff. I'm signing them.
Signing
yeah.
other people's work. Rude.
I'm just getting rid of things that I'm not using anymore. So the ones that are up right now are the PS3 versions of the first 3 Uncharted games. I'm selling them for like $10 each. Depending on where you are, will depend on what the shipping is, but I don't come up with a shipping cost. That's just done through eBay. So, has it gotten that bad? Yeah, it's trying to figure out what to do with all the stuff that I have. It's easier when you have less stuff. So when I have the PS4 version of those same games,
Probably
think-
don't need.
yeah, maybe I should get rid of the PS3 versions.
It is easier when you have
Yeah.
less stuff.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the link, Sonic. So yeah, if anybody, there's 3 left, and then I'll be doing another batch of like 100 random things in like May. Is that it? No, okay.
Do I know about the movie Maidstone? There's a scene where Rip Torn actually tried to kill the director.
Oh.
That sounds awesome. I don't know about that, but I will be looking into it.
Yeah, I mean, you know how you have to be with all those celebrity crimes.
I am something of a celebrity crime expert.
Yeah, if you name a celebrity, Scoot will tell you that they murdered someone.
I can tell you who they killed in the 1980s.
Yeah.
All right.
Or maimed.
If Scoot ever does something wrong, it will be very
Perish the
odd
thought.
when he asks for forgiveness.
Well, it's a good thing I never have and never will do anything
Okay.
wrong.
The first time Scoot does something wrong will be
Good luck.
a
Don't
blessed
don't
day.
hold your breath, pal.
Oops.
Laser.ca is not a scam domain. It's Canada. How dare you? You think .de is... You think people trust .de? Really?
Yeah. It says my darling's number, and there's some phone numbers that look like a phone number. Will you press these numbers? Yes. Huh? There's a phone ringing
Oh.
somewhere. It's not this one?
Sounds like a cell phone.
It's in someone's other room, I think.
Oh,
Ow.
hello. It's the
So yeah, the ghosts
Incredible
keep
Man.
getting back up.
Wait, he's got a bottle?
Where do you stand on a one strap overall? Yay or nay?
Like what he's got going on
What
there?
that guy had going on?
Eh.
No strong opinion?
Nah.
I'm against it.
I'm a two-strap
It's
person. For sure.
it's too country for me.
I love that I have to like listen for the phone to figure out where it is. That's
Adam, I got
cool-
great news. What user? Do you know the user Sickab? Are you familiar? Have you heard about this? Do you know about this guy?
Oh, thank you for 69 months.
Do you know about this Sickab guy? He just subscribed for 69 months.
Finally did it.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
What's that about? 5 years, 9 months? What's that about? 5 3/4
Ow,
years?
you piece of shit.
Put your other strap on. You fucking bumpkin.
Hillbilly.
You hill person.
Silent Hill.
Hills
person.
have eyes. Silent Hills have eyes.
Silent Hillbilly.
So there is a weapon in the game where you can like stick them to the ground basically.
Well, that sounds helpful.
But then you have to like it keeps them there, but then you have to like pick up the weapon
Retrieve
again
it.
after.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying. So is the phone?
It's hard to tell.
We'll see if it gets louder.
Oh, I see. Like those things that you've got, like those stakes.
Ow. Oh, is it? No, those aren't stakes. Those are enemies. Die, doggy.
Rude.
No, it's the right thing to do.
Is that a dog? It looks like an anteater.
It's a dog with a long tongue, but it's gonna get confusing because they make cat sounds when you kill them,
Oh, good.
Fuck.
and also when they attack. Wait. See?
Oh,
Roar.
oh, just like
a-
big cat
A
sound.
full-on big cat
like a
roar,
wild
yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I didn't. Okay, so I didn't go through here yet.
are we close?
Sounds like it's getting closer.
Screw
Jesus,
roars are
this
in
is
this
so
game
weird.
rent-free.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm aiming the wrong way. Ow.
Don't.
I'm gonna stomp
Stop.
on these
So what
ones.
even are those?
Bats?
Mosquito bats?
Classic.
Some of the sound effects are super cheesy. That's fine. Some of them are stock. It's an older game, and
The big cat roar growl thing is like literally the one. If you're gonna
The
use one
one
stock
sound.
sound, that's the one.
It feels like that sound was probably just like one really good take, like in 1950 or
Oh yeah,
something.
yeah.
Some-
That's been the one for
And
a
then,
while.
and then they
Some
couldn't
freak.
find another cat to make that sound. Like they tried really hard, but they couldn't get anyone. So they
Yeah.
just kept
Nobody called
using
me.
that take.
in the like new Jurassic World Dominion trailer, they just like they keep using that same T-Rex sound.
Yep.
There was like a promo. I don't know if it was the official trailer, but there was a promo at the theater when we were watching movies, and it was like, just this is the same. Get it better. Get a new sound effect. All right, not in here.
Answer the fucking telephone.
I'm trying.
It's ringing off the hook,
Jesus.
as people like to say.
Kill that dog first.
Later.
A rare show of mercy.
Oh boy. Let's Ow.
What?
I don't know, ground slugs. Don't ask questions.
Leeches.
Right?
Oh, they open up. That's
Yeah,
nice.
they squish nice.
That's satisfying.
It is. Gypsy, I want that cake. Are we sure Vexel got a free brownie or a free Jackson?
It was a good brownie.
I think my favorite / least favorite overused stock sound is the jail cell door closing that gets used in
yeah.
fucking everything.
Like the creak into the
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear it like going like sort of like ratcheting.
Oh my god. I got a shotgun now.
Shotgun time.
Oh, it's model.
Oh.
Well, that's a tease.
Wait, that's pretty funny actually.
Here's a shotgun. Wait, there's an Uzi.
Thanks,
on the...
Design Tech.
Oh, these are all like fake guns, aren't they?
This is sad.
Can we hit 50 likes?
Damn it. It's really so sad now.
I'm actually very sad.
Fuck you.
There's 2 elevators. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know if they start working at some point. But...
Yeah, when Adam finally answers the phone. Oh, sorry, wrong number.
Nothing but books about guns, but one of these magazines
What is
has something written on the
my
back cover.
study?
My eyes and skin are so itchy. That stupid cat next door made my allergy go
You know
crazy.
what?
I
That
was
seems
so
like a you
pissed off.
problem, not a the cat problem,
that was
all
I
right?
took
how we
my
were killing.
converted model gun and blasted away at the thing at point blank range. It was way cool. The thing just dropped like a stone.
Nice.
By the way, that revolver that Richard in 207 carries, it's the real thing. That guy's dangerous. I think I already picked that up. Right?
Richard Braintree's revolver.
I
You know
think
what? Maybe I
I did.
have
Yeah,
one,
I
sir.
definitely did.
And thank you, too.
Fucks. Where's the phone?
Well,
Seems like a bad idea.
Go, 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 go,
he
go,
likes
go.
you.
Oh my god. Ow, you piece of shit! You're hurting me.
Just nuzzling.
Stop it.
That was a bit of a nuzzle.
Where's the fucking phone? I have to get out of here. Get me out of here. Where's the phone? It's gonna drive me crazy.
A lot of blood.
Is it on the
Yeah,
second floor, maybe?
The maintenance on the building is, I would describe as subpar.
I feel like even if a person exploded in that hallway, there wouldn't be that much blood.
What about lots of people?
It would take a lot of people. They would have had to get.
How many? Like 6 million? That seems like too many.
Wow.
I don't think it would take that many. I'll just throw numbers out there.
Okay.
I'm a math guy. We've already established I'm a math guy.
I thought the follow-up line, "I think that's too many," was a reference to something else.
What do you mean?
Oh, it sounds close actually when you walk down. Maybe
Yeah,
it's up
I
the
think
elevator.
maybe one room over, or maybe it's on the third floor.
202. Yeah. It's
Oh
here.
boy.
Hey, it's the phone. Pick it up.
mean,
No.
I mean, yeah.
You piece of
God.
shit!
I mean, we dialed it. Like, of course, there's no one on the other side.
But this is like dream logic, though. So it's like you almost expect something to.
Oh, is this the painter's room?
Yeah, we were in here before. That's really funny, actually.
I am revoking Scoot's furry card. He has no money, is straight, and there is not a single publicly available nude picture of him. Also, all 3 of these things are related.
And false. Well, okay, I'm gonna go in the hole. Well.
Nathan.
Thank you for buying Uncharted 3 and 2. I guess there's only one left.
Boom.
Somebody wants a signed copy of Uncharted for the PS3. It is available on my eBay. Thank you so much, and I will ship these out soon, actually. So yeah, you'll see the health is like slowly coming back.
Yeah. This is the safe space.
Yeah, this is my safe space. This is Walter Sullivan. He keeps trolling.
All right. I noticed there's I like how he like only like steps in front of the peephole when you're there. Like,
Yeah,
he's
he's
just, like
very
walking
good.
around the hallway until you step in front of it. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
That's how many people have died.
So 19?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, there, a new one appears every time some poor fucker dies in the upside down or whatever the fuck Silent Hill world is. It's actually not true, Laser. You're responsible for one of the nudes of me on the internet.
Okay.
What does that sound?
That's when I try to open a map here, I guess. Oh yeah, we was gonna look. I don't know if we actually listened to the tape.
Might as well.
Skinned mic.
Skinned mic. Computer, show skinned mic.
How do you like that, you sick little
Oh wait, we did listen to this totally.
headed coming to you? These clothes are disgusting. Get them out of my sight.
I know. It'll be perfect to wrap his body in.
Hold it.
You,
Hold it. I think
You
I'll keep
snooping
that
around
for
again?
myself.
get your ass out of here
Hold it,
before you
hold
really
it,
piss me off.
Hold it. Hold it. I think I'll keep that one for myself.
So I wasn't expecting multiple people on this tape.
Hold
You would
it,
think a
I
flame would
think
be like an
I'll
intimate
keep
one-on-one
that one
experience.
for
Yeah.
myself.
So I guess I can put the tape away now that I don't need it. I can put some of these bullets away. All right, that's a good inventory.
Ooh,
Thank
a
you for the
revolver.
sub.
Thanks, El Doggo Wago Pucho Ucho.
What time are you guys hungry?
Now.
Whenever.
Now? Okay. Let's
I'm always hungry.
let's think about some food. I'll put people
Except
on
when I'm not.
BRB.
Sounds like the guy from The Simpsons, It Stinks. Sounds like the guy from The Critic, who was on one episode of The Simpsons.
So
It
technically
Stinks.
true.
Shut up. Donald Trump was on The Simpsons too. Is he the guy from The Simpsons? Maybe he
Maybe.
is the guy from The Simpsons.
All right, BRB.